Friend, we're going to take a look at what your ancestors want to say to you, okay? So for some of you, I'm feeling like you may have a hard time connecting with them, or you may not know how to connect with them. For some of you, you may feel like they've been trying to tell you something, but you just can't get the message. Some of you need to sit still and be quiet. Like literally just sit still. Be quiet. Now, if you watched the previous reading, I was talking about how some of you have a difficult time concentrating, right? And I told you guys in that reading ways to concentrate. So please check out that reading, and maybe that could help you with connecting more with your ancestors, okay? For some of you, I'm seeing that you dancing is going to help you channel messages from your ancestors. For others of you, is you just listening to music. For some of you, you have to also know that you don't have, I don't know if you just heard that car beeping, but what I was about to say was you don't have to always sit still for some of you, okay? Not all of you. For some of you, you don't have to sit still, because for some of you, like I said, you dancing or doing something like I'm seeing someone utilizing their hands. So even if you're just shuffling cards, and not like shuffling cards to get a message, but just the action of what I'm doing right now, shuffling cards, can help you connect with them. We have protection, strong-willed family, leader of the tribe. So I feel like a father's spirit on the other side, they may have instilled a lot of things within you. Okay, they instilled you being a leader, a self-starter, someone that the family could go to. Okay, they may have chosen you at an early age and saw in you that you would be the matriarch or the patriarch of the family. You get what I'm saying? Like you will be the go-to person sooner than later. And even as a youngin', family members may have came to you for advice, and you used to be wondering, like, why are these adults asking me, little old me? I'm the child. Just because you were a child doesn't mean you didn't have that intuitive guidance. You didn't have the strength of your ancestors within you. You may have been that child that used to say things in the middle of family members arguing, or there could have been just a debate about something, and you would randomly say something and would stop everybody right in their tracks and have everybody thinking like, or you were that child where you may have seen your parents crying over something or upset about something, and you may have said that one little sentence and it made all the sense to them, and they're just looking like, where did you come from? Because for some of you, you have an old soul. You've been here many lifetimes before, learning various lessons, and it would just come out of you, and you didn't even probably realize what you said, but the adults around you were like, does she know, or does he know what he just said to me? Like, because it makes a lot of sense. Then we have the bush shaman. We live by rituals and prayers, blending in with the bush, keep secrets, and being aligned with nature. So some of you guys, your ancestors are trying to remind you of where you come from, or for you to look into where you come from. Look at your history. Look at what your family and your lineage practiced, okay? Don't go out there just practicing any old thing. Focus on where you came from first. Focus on your ancestors and what they practiced first. Find out what that was, okay? And then you also need to be outside more in nature. Connect more with nature. I'm seeing the movie Pocahontas. That could be significant for someone. Some of you, they want to let you know that a lot of those feelings that you feel are not yours. You're a feeler. You're an empath. You can feel other people's emotions. So don't take them on as your own. Also, ask for confirmation and pray those emotions that are not yours away, so you can know whose is whose. Okay? For others of you, you are a channeler, or you may have channeled spirits, like I said, that could be for the better or for worse, but you need to understand what you are channeling. Some of you are practicing spiritual practices that are not of your lineage, and there could be serious consequences for it. So be mindful of that. For others of you, your family may have practiced voodoo, or voodoo, or however they pronounce it, or hoodoo. You may have been, your ancestors could have been wise men or women who, everyone in the town went to for advice, okay? Spiritual advice. I'm hearing lay hands. So nowadays they call it Reiki. And I had an awakening about that when I took a Reiki class, and realized that my ancestors been laying hands on people, because my great grandmother used to literally speak fire out of people. Like, she would chant something over wherever you were burned at, and the pain, the sensation of heat went away. So laying hands on somebody has always been around. They just wanted to gentrify it, whitewash it, whatever you want to call it, and call it Reiki. I mean, in other parts of the world, they call it different things, right? So it could be right for someone else in another part of the world. But either way, it's the same stuff. Laying hands, Reiki, same thing, right? For others of you, your ancestors may know that you've been wrongly accused of something, that you may feel trapped at this time, but they also want you to know that you're still being protected. It's just that you may have had to learn a lesson about something, whether you don't know, you trust people too easily, you open yourself up too easily for people to attack you, you share too much, okay? But there's a need for you to learn how to protect yourself a little bit more than what you've been doing, okay? For others of you, your ancestors want you to know that you are a warrior spirit. So if people have chastised you or made fun of you or talk badly about you because you're a fighter, like, you may like to fight, and people don't realize or understand, like, especially in my community, you need to take those people as fighters. Those are our warriors. That's our army. Those children that like to fight, they need to be trained properly, because that energy that they carry could benefit you and your family and them. Put them into martial arts. Put them into boxing if they like to fight. Let them know the proper ways of doing things, because in your bloodline, within your spirit, you are a warrior. Your ancestors were fighters. They did not back down from nothing. They ain't raised no punks. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, your spirit team is like, yo, we ready whenever you are. Okay, you got ancestors ready to fight in the spiritual realm for you, but they waiting for you to call the shots. They waiting for you to say the word, but you scared. You scared. All you gotta do is tell them. I promise you. All I gotta do is shed a tear in front of my altar. I promise you. It's gonna be a problem. Okay? For others of you, you may not be able to defend yourself at this time, or you may feel helpless at this time. This is when you call on your ancestors. What I just said is when you feel helpless, when you feel stuck, when you feel like you cannot sit there and defend yourself, you call on your ancestors. You call on your spirit guides. You call on them. Okay? That's what you do. You call on them. For others of you, you need to be reminded that you come from royalty. You come from a royal bloodline. You want to know why you like expensive things, and naturally you could go in the store and pick out something, and then when you look at the price tag, it's like, why I gotta always pick out the most expensive thing? Because you are accustomed to royalty. Okay? You're accustomed to wealth. You're accustomed to getting what it is that you want. Your bloodline is royal. They were rulers. They were business owners. They were in some type of authority and well respected within your community. This is why you are the way that you are. And don't deny it. Don't deny that. Act it and dress the part, they said. I'm really getting that quote that I did on Twitter, that little tweet that I wrote where it was like, dress the part. You gotta dress the part. How you want people to perceive you, how you want people to treat you, you have to dress that part. Okay? And your other ancestors want you to know that as above, so below. The past is repeating itself, deeper understanding, lessons, receiving messages that are absolute. So for some of you, you may be in the energy of about to repeat in a cycle that your ancestors went through, and you need to be more self-aware of it and not repeat that cycle, and to break through that cycle.